Hello, hello. I hope everyone is well. Um, I am attempting to put some information on the screen, but I am joining you here today. I made a post talking about the CMOS challenge that I am going to be hosting. So I'm super excited. I know the challenge is going to be amazing. Now, we want to focus on resetting and recharging. And give me just a moment to get the information pulled up. If you've gotten your CMOS, awesome. If not, it's okay because it's not too late. So the actual date, give me just a second here, for the challenge that we're going to do, give me just a moment. Okay. Okay, so the actual start date of the challenge is going to be on the 13th of January. So we're going to give everybody some time to get acclimated. I am going to have a typed out guide that gives you step-by-step instructions on what to do. So the focus is to reset, recharge, and re-energize our bodies. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Donna, and everyone else in Olivine. Thank you for joining me today. So before I did another live talking about the different types of CMOS that we have. Now, with the CMOS, you can use it as a gel. That you can make. And we do have a vendor in the CMOS group who does the gel for us if you need someone to make your gel for you, which is, 100% okay. I do have different types of CMOS now. So this is what we have. So we have our purple, and it's like a multicolored purple. And then we have the multicolored gold. So you'll see them listed on my website as such. You'll also see, now this is my original gold. I don't have this one in stock. So if you're used to getting this one, I don't have it in stock right now. I am in touch with the supplier to see if I can get more of this because I do have people that were asking for the original gold that we initially had. But all of these are excellent sources of CMOS, and they all provide, great nutrition and the minerals that we need in our bodies. Now, using the original one, the CMOS gel that I would make came out more of a whiter, lighter color. Now with the new one that we just got in, which is our multicolored gold, I don't know if you guys can see the texture on that one, but the actual gel comes out a little bit darker because it does have some red strands in it. So it's really good. The only thing I noticed with this one is that it takes a little bit longer for it to gel. So we have to blend it. I just had to blend it a little bit longer than I did with the original gold. So as long as you have a good blender and you have different settings that you can choose, you can always, get your CMOS blended to the right consistency. So what is the program about? So we're focusing on resetting, recharging, and re-energizing our bodies and giving ourselves a new jump on the new year. I know 2020 has been extremely difficult for a lot of people, but this is a way that you can get in touch with yourself and, make some changes in your health. And we're going to start off in January. Now, I do know a lot of people are going to be going on the new mucusless diet that's supposed to start on the 3rd of January, which is cool. So this CMOS, because you need CMOS on that program as well. This one starting on the 13th, our CMOS challenge will actually coincide. So even if you're not doing the one on the 3rd and you're just going to wait until the 13th, that is awesome. It's going to be a 14-day challenge. So the goal is to consume CMOS every day for the 14 days. If you are an herbal tea drinker, which like I am, I drink my herbal teas daily, you can add the CMOS to your, if you're going to make the gel, you can add it to your smoothies or to your herbal tea. If you're someone that just wants to take the plant itself and boil it and drink it as a tea by itself, you can definitely do that as well. So we want to make sure you get at least 1 to 2 tablespoons a day if you're going to use the gel or if you're going to drink it as a tea. But we want to make sure that you're using the CMOS. Now we know that CMOS is an expectorant. So if there is mucus in the body, CMOS will help in ridding the body of that particular mucus. mucus in the body. We also have like a small meal plan. Now with the meal plan, it's not going to be anything over the top. Fruits and vegetables. The main focus is making sure that you have green leafy vegetables while you're on the program. We don't want you eating, like cooking the nutrients out of the green leafy vegetables. So salads, such as romaine. I don't recommend iceberg lettuce ever. Like I just don't recommend that. The best lettuce is going to be your darker colored lettuces, your romaines, your arugula. Watercress is amazing. So if you can start incorporating that, I will have like a small guide put together to show you what all you need on the program. And I'm trying to read just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Each day, you're going to start off your morning with drinking hot lime water. Hot lime water resets the liver. It does an amazing job in the kidney. So drinking that as soon as you wake up in the morning, just 1 cup. Squeeze in some lime. If you don't have lime, you can also use lemon. But this is going to move out any stagnation. Also a pinch of cayenne pepper. That will remove any stagnation that you have in the body. It will also cause your body to release any waste that's in the sewage system. So drinking the hot lime water with a pinch of cayenne pepper every morning. And we're also going to be meditating. Meditating is very, very important, because it clears your mind, and thinking on positive thoughts to start your day off like that is amazing. If you are dealing with fear, if you're dealing with worry, those types of thoughts produce acid in the body. And a lot of people don't even realize that those thoughts lead to acid in the body. So now your cells are becoming in an environment where there's a lot of acid being produced. So meditating every day while we're on this program is what we're going to do every morning, so that we can get the negative thoughts out, so that our body is going to be in an alkaline state. We're not going to focus on any negativity, any confusion. And when you're meditating, only 15 minutes every morning when you wake up. So in that 15-minute time, no cell phone, no electronic devices. We want your mind to be completely free of anything that, could be troublesome or burdensome. So meditating is very, very important, in that we need to focus on getting back in touch with ourselves and with our higher self as well. So while we're on the 14-day challenge, we're going to be eating healthy, drinking lots of water. Again, it's not mandatory to drink the herbal teas, but if you do, add your herbal teas in on a daily basis. Drink you some burdock root tea, chamomile tea, whatever your tea of choice is, to make sure that your body is getting the right amount of nutrients and minerals every day. So starting on January 13th, and for 14 days, we're going to do the CMOS challenge every single day. We're not going to skip a day with the CMOS. Of course, I want you to post your results, how you feel every day. That's what we're here for in the group. I want to hear how your day is going. How do you feel? Anything that you want to say that's encouraging to someone else that's on the program and maybe struggling. We're here to help each other and to lift each other up. So it was just a little short introduction here. So I will have a link to the program guide that I'll post in our CMOS group for everyone. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say, but I do want to say hi, Lisa, BV, Elder Glass, Samuel, Cherise, Kevin. Thank you all for joining me today. Sonia. And if you have any questions, I will try to get to you as quick as I can. My DM is kind of full right now, but if you post it in the group, I'll probably see that quicker than I would in my DM. I have so many messages, and I do my best to make sure I get back to everybody. So again, this is our different choices, our different selections of CMOS. Hi, Angela. Hi, BB. So we have our purple. I told you on the last video, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So the purple is excellent. And we're just going to make the best of this, and we're going to make 2021 a great year. We're not going to focus on whatever they're talking about in the media. We're staying away from politics. We're going to focus on ourselves, getting our skin together. And I know some ladies have been asking me about my hair. I promise you, I am going to do a video on what I do with this this big, huge amount of hair on my head. So I appreciate all the love. Again, if you don't have your sea moss yet, you have until the 13th. I have it on my website. Again, I don't have the original in yet. Because there are some people that, prefer this one, which is cool. As soon as I get that in from the distributor, I will definitely make a post and I'll have it up on the website for everyone. I'm hoping that, as this, the big sea begins to calm down, I'll have an opportunity to go to the island and get some pictures, in person pictures, and do some live videos on the island so that you guys can see the guys harvesting the sea moss for us. And I did share a picture showing that the sea moss is growing on rocks. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with people who farm the sea moss. There are some people, some countries in the islands, that's what they do. They'll farm it. Now, I don't say that that's fake, but I have posted pictures of fake sea moss. Fake sea moss is dangerous. It's very dangerous because a lot of times that sea moss is pool grown and there's bacteria in that water. There is bugs, like worms and different things that can get into your intestines and kind of, upset your body's balance. So one of the best ways of knowing whether or not your sea moss is real or fake is looking at the amount of salt. If you see anything large granules of salt, because what they'll do, they'll take that sea moss and just dump table salt on it. And we all know what table salt looks like. So that's a very, very first indicator that I point out with, looking at whether or not the sea moss is real or fake. Again, farm sea moss is where they've taken the plant and they've harvested it and it's now growing on in the water, but it's in a controlled environment that the fishermen or the divers are producing it. Now, my divers don't harvest it from they don't have a farm. And I posted a picture showing them actually diving and pulling the rocks out, showing you what it looks like growing out of the rocks. The reason I prefer the sea moss that grows out of the rocks is because it's easier. You get the majority of the minerals straight from the rocks, because we all know that rocks are made from minerals. So the minerals that are in the rock go into the plant, our sea vegetable, which, our favorite one, it goes into the sea vegetable and we're eating it. We're consuming all the nutrients, and that's the best type of sea moss. If you can get it wild crafted, and I have it wild crafted, and my approved vendor in the group who sells the sea moss gel, of course we use the same exact product. You are getting all the nutrients that are coming directly from the rocks. Nisha, you asked, how do I make sea moss gel? It looks smooth and refined. Okay, so like I was saying, with this particular gel, now this one here, this is the multicolored gold one. This is the one that I have on the website right now. I had to blend it for a very long time, and I had to stand there and just like press the different buttons to get different settings for this, for the speed on the blade. And that's really all I did. I just had to keep testing it to see, with the spoon, I'd pick it up and kind of drop it to see if I could see any chunks or anything like that. So it just depends on your blender. I don't know if you guys, I just have a Walmart brand, whatever they sell in Walmart. I don't have a fancy blender. It does take longer with mine. I think that might be a stimulus check upgrade for me when this little check hits. So I'm going to get a new blender this season. But yeah, it just takes me a little bit longer. And of course, using your water in increments. Never ever pour or put too much water in there at once, because you could also, overdo it. And then now you have to just drink it as a tea. So, when I blend it, just like I said, just switch your settings. I hope that helps. And I think that's pretty much it. But if anyone else has any questions, you can definitely ask me. Hi, Lynn. I'll be happy to answer those questions. Hi, Yolanda. I promised you, before you got on the live, I told everyone that I'm definitely going to do a hair video. This is my holiday hair right now, because I never have my hair down. This is something, that is when I'm going somewhere. And thank you, Francine. And hi, Angela. I never have this hair out. Yes, I have, there's different islands in Grenada. So yes, that's where my sea moss comes from. Now I am going to be looking into another island where my grandmother is from in the Dominican Republic. They also have sea moss vendors there that I'm looking at getting some resources from. So we shall see. But yes, as I was saying earlier, all of the sea moss that I get is wildcrafted, which means it grows directly on the rocks. And it's, good quality. Hi, Kellyanne. So yes, I do put the sea moss in my hair. Now, what you can also, if you don't add anything else to your sea moss, another thing that I do, I will spoon out a little bit and I'll use it as a face mask on my face. So when you are like washing out, one thing I will say, when I first started doing it, my face kind of broke out with like bumps. And the reason it was doing that is because it was pulling out whatever was in my pores that were, any toxins. So it kind of, it came out on the skin, and I just was consistent with it. So I used it twice. I think when I first did it, I think I used it like 3 times a week. Now I just use it once a week. Every Sunday, I have a ritual with my face. So every Sunday, I will wash it with my my clay wash, and then I will use an exfoliant, and then I'll put the sea moss on my face. And as soon as it hardens, I'll rinse it off, and then I just follow up with some vitamin C serum on my face, and a good moisturizer like shea butter. Some people can't do shea butter, or I'll just use vitamin E oil on my face. So I have a whole regimen that I do, with my skin as well. But sea moss is good for the skin. Externally, it softens. My face feels like a little baby as soon as I get done doing it. So I appreciate the benefits that the sea moss gives me internally and externally. Yes. Yes, I did say that earlier. The Mucusless program does start on the 3rd, and yes, you can incorporate the sea moss starting on the 13th. So I was saying that even though the programs will kind of coincide with each other, you need sea moss on both programs anyway. So you can just keep your dieting on the programs all the way through the whole month of January. The goal is to reset our bodies. And again, we need to really, really focus on our thoughts. Keep your thoughts pure. Keep your thoughts clean. If any worry or doubt tries to come up, just follow up with it with a positive comment. A lot of times we're dealing with issues, and those negative thoughts will try to come up and throw us off course. And again, when I was talking about the type of thoughts that we have, that does affect your health. Stress, it can cause erosion of your cells. So we want to really, really maintain a healthy mindset, because we know that it produces acid in the body, and then, the mucus, and then it causes congestion, in your organs. And we want to avoid that. We want to make sure that our bodies are going to be maintaining at 100%. I know a lot of people have talked to me about their jobs making it mandatory for them to get this vaccine. And it's not so much that they're making it mandatory, but they're creating obstacles, by not allowing them to get paid or whatever the case may be. And we're just going to, focus on the positive things about, what's happening in our lives and with our families, and focus on love. Don't be overcome with whatever they're talking about on the news. I will be honest with you. I got rid of my TV. I haven't had a TV in my house in almost 2 years. I mean, literally, I will, watch something maybe on Netflix or something like that every now and then, but I don't have cable. I got rid of all of it, because what you see in the news, a lot of the stuff is intended to inflict fear in the hearers. It causes doubt, it causes worry, and it causes stress. So it's time that we get to a point where we move away from anything that causes those issues, because it affects our health. So for me not to be stressed out or to be overcome with what they're talking about, I just simply don't watch it. And I depend on, what I see on Facebook or what my mom tells me. I will sometimes go and research different things to see what's happening, so that I'm not too lost or too left behind. But a lot of things that you hear on the news is just designed to cause fear and create worry in our lives. So we're going to be focusing on a healthy mindset. So, and, I don't even want to talk about, losing weight, because that is so far from where we are as a people right now. We need to rebuild our hearts, hearts, our minds, and focus on, higher things that we can achieve. I don't know if any of you are, doing any of the principles of Kwanzaa, but Kwanzaa has some beautiful aspects to it, and it allows so much focus on building the community, building the family, keeping your foundation solid. And that's what we want to focus on in this challenge. And I know the challenge is about the sea moss, but it's really more about you than anything. So a healthy you, we need you. I need you. I appreciate you. And a healthy you is what I want to see. I don't want to see anything else. It's, like I said, it's not even about losing weight or anything like that. This is about us getting healthy and rebuilding and recouping anything that we lost in 2020 or whatever. If it was a loved one, if it was a job, we are going to focus on rebuilding our mindsets and thinking positive and loving ourselves and loving each other. And, that's why I was indicating that meditating on a daily basis is very important. So we're going to incorporate meditating. And if that means you posting a positive quote in the group and you come into the group, the Sea Moss group for inspiration, please do that. We need each other. This has been a rough time for all of us. And I want to see all of us win. I want to see all of us be successful. If you want to start a business, start your business. If you have questions, ask me. I don't know everything. I made a post one day in hopes that when people posted what they want to do, that somebody else would see that and that you can connect with that person and say, hey, so you want to make shirts? I want to make shirts too. Let's come up with a plan. So it's all about networking, and it's enough of us to build an empire together of wealth as well as, health. So I want to see all of us win. And this challenge is just, one of many starts. Later in the year, I think at the mid-February, we want to focus on women's health. We want to focus on our breast health, because there are so many women. I just got another update that one of our sisters has, been diagnosed with breast cancer. So we want to focus on prevention, because prevention is the key. We don't want to treat, because treating is a little bit more challenging. It's a little bit more difficult, but we want to focus on prevention. So I think late February, we're going to focus on women's health, keeping our uterus healthy, keeping our breasts healthy, just making our whole bodies, function properly, keeping our womb healthy, because our womb, everything, we hold a lot of stuff in our womb as women. And I know there might be men on here, but you need to know this too, because I know you got those beautiful women at home. So, we want to keep our women healthy, because, we are the start. We start everything. So, I do want to, let everybody know I will be posting the information in the group the closer we get. And I do want to say happy, New Year to all of us that are here. That will be, that's on the call right now, and anyone who watches it. I'm just checking some of the comments here, because for some reason it wasn't rolling up. So, yes. So again, you can post whatever you like in the group. If you have questions, please ask questions. Go to each other for help. If you want to post any videos of you making your sea moss, show us what you're doing. There's one sister in the group, and I'm going to have to get on her, because I told her she's always posting these beautiful pictures of smoothies, but never. I need her to do a whole book for us so that we can get this sea moss smoothie recipes together too. So, I'm not as creative. I'll just throw some strawberries and some sea moss in a blender and keep rolling with some coconut water. So I'm not as inventive as some of the videos that I've seen or pictures from other people, but we're going to do this, and we're going to be healthy. 2021 is going to be amazing. You are going to be amazing. Your body is going to feel optimal. You're going to be on top. I mean, you're going to be on, cloud 9. That's where we're going this year. We're going all the way to the moon. We're not even playing. So, again, thank you all for joining me on this live. Hey, Kwanda, you're beautiful, girl. You know it. I love everybody, and, love each other as yourself. And you'll be hearing from me again soon. So have a good one.